Team Burning are now going to be playing again, this time on their home system, against the PA Gods.
Right, how do you want to do the interviews for this? Just Klops or Michigan?
I think since it's your interview, you can take the lead, Marshall, and do it however you like.
Oh, it's my interview, is it?
Yep!
Okay. Well, we'll just talk with Klops. We'll get a second interview in the second round, I think. See, this is me very fearful of talking to people.
Yeah, how antisocial.
Right. Well, not by choice, I tell you that much. Right, incoming Klops. Hello, Klops, how are you?
Hello there, top of the morning to you.
How's it going? Raise up there. I need to learn this.
How you doing?
Grant, I'm all ready. I'm all ready to play.
Wicked. Are you confident against Team Burning after watching that last game?
No, they look like they played really well. But we don't practice, so. But I'm confident. We play a lot of 1v1s, so it should be fine.
Do you want to add some spectator slots, my Klops?
Did I not add 3? Oh, sorry. I will do that. Oh no, that was in the last game. Sorry. Now just 3 up.
Good stuff. We'll get Marshall in there. So you haven't practiced much, Klops?
At all.
Okay, at all.
It's fine. We were supposed to play last night, but then I kind of decided I was going to have a drink instead.
Oh, okay, of course, yeah. Well, as long as you got your priorities straight, you know.
But yeah.
So I see in the lobby the notorious Pag Master is here.
That's Neptunio. I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Marshall, you have to go into spectator. Yeah.
Yeah. So you haven't practiced at all. We're playing on the Burning system, which is kind of unusual. Have you bothered looking at the system, or is that just not necessary?
I think I remember they played it last time and they went 2-2. So I hope they do the same. That's the only plan I have right now.
Okay.
We're just going to scout and then just see what they're doing and then.
Okay. Are you planning to split up a little bit and kind of work a little bit autonomously, or have you managed to start doing teamwork?
I think we were doing 4 1v1 strats.
Okay.
And then we'll see how. Just for the beginning, and then we see how it goes.
Okay.
I think because it's gonna be 2v2, 2v2. I reckon. I could be wrong, but if it's not, then I don't mind.
So how would you deal if it was a 1 versus 2 commander scenario across like multiple planets there?
Probably just get a teleporter up as quick as possible, or get the guy to hold him out. But most likely teleporter.
Oh. Not necessarily as viable in the PTE, of course, with the quadruple cost.
Yeah, it's really expensive. Yeah.
But to be fair, 400 medal has been far too cheap for far too long.
Yeah,
I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, I think like 800's fine.
Yeah, 800 sounds about right.
But
the thing was, a commander could get out a teleport in no time on his own, which was it's hurt me a couple of times.
It has, yeah.
So yeah, maybe we'll see it rebalanced a little bit. It is obviously the PTE, so it's not going through to stable just yet.
Yeah, no, but it's actually I played it quite a lot in the last night. It's really well. It's really fun. The Pelicans are really fun to play with.
What do you think about the power balance now and expansion balance?
I don't think much has changed, to be honest. It doesn't feel. It suits me better because I don't crash energy as much as I used to. So that's about it.
Okay. Well, we'll wish you the best of luck, Klops.
Thank you.
And if you want to launch the game, we'll get straight in.
All right. Ready up.
Okay. There goes Klops. Off to take another sip of beer before he begins his game. What do you think in this matchup? 2 very good teams, Team Burning and Team Pag.
Lots of strong players. Both teams just full of strength really there. And it's a 5-planet system with a gas giant and a potential Annihilator, and a potential Planet Smash. So if we get that far, that could be some interesting strategies to employ. But of course, if I recall correctly, you spawn on 2 different planets. I believe it's is it the Moon and the Desert Planet? The Desert Planet being quite large, so it'll be interesting to see how the 1v1 aims of PAG cater to that size differential across multiple planet spawns there. So let's hop in and see what the new day brings.
Indeed. Hello and welcome everybody, my name is ZaphodX and I am here with Clan Wars presented by eSports.com, and I'm joined here by Marshall.
Hello there, and we're in the PAG versus Burning in this Burning home system. 5 planets, 2 planet spawns, and lots of action gonna happen.
Indeed, let's talk a little bit about the system. There are only 2 spawnable points, as you highlighted. The Moon, which takes 3 Halleys to move it. It is not too large. There isn't a huge amount of metal. Definitely enough to do stuff with, but there's not a huge amount of metal there. And then if we look over at Arrakis, the desert planet, there's no water here. There's a lot of cracks, a couple of desert obstructions, and generally pretty barren. Not a huge amount of metal either. So these are the only 2 spawnable planets for the 4 players on each team.
Not only that, but there's also the gas giant, so orbital play is possible in this one. Getting those jigs up on there to gather your economy could be potentially helpful as well, so we'll just have to see what the players determine to play for.
Yep. We've also got Arvon, the little ice planet. A decent bit of metal on it, considering how small the planet is, and it takes just a single Halley to move that. So it's entirely viable that you can crank one out pretty quick before the opponent necessarily has a time to actually stop you. So pretty powerful strategic point, managing to get on here relatively early. You could destroy an entire planet that you were losing. Looking over Leyron, which is the metal planet, there is no metal on the metal planet, but of course there is an Annihilator super weapon in the middle of it, so there is that saving grace.
Indeed there is. The thought that just occurred to me, you don't necessarily need to get to these planets early on, although it would be good to establish control, but given the strength of these players, I imagine there's going to be a slugging fest on each of these planets. But of course, if you're finding that you've backed your opponent into a base and you cannot penetrate that base, you can hop onto, say, the ice planet there and just plop a bowling ball straight on top.
Okay, interesting stuff already. Spawning on Arrakis, the desert planet, just a single person from PAG, whereas we see 2 from Burning. So if we look over at Krellin, we see 3 players from PAG, and it looks like they've spawned together actually, which is interesting because the 2 pink players have spawned apart. And I think this is really good strategy from PAG, and I think this might pay off for them. What they're going to do here is they're going to be unbelievably aggressive on this Moon, and they're probably going to win it pretty quickly.
Yes.
Now, of course, they're 2v1 on the desert planet, but because it's larger, I think they have more time and more scope to turtle up, to defend, to maybe get out a teleporter, and to actually hold on this planet. So I think this may work out for PAG, but this is Burning's home system. I know they've practiced it a lot. I know they're very clever, and they're going to enact good strategy. What do you think about the strategies here, Marshall? Who do you... I favour PAG. I think they're in a great spot.
I think they definitely have the upper hand, although as long as Burning know how to deal with this insofar as get up teleporters as soon as they possibly can, then I think they can certainly hold off on the Moon, and given the amount of eco on the desert planet there compared to the Moon, they'll be able to expand there quicker than a single commander, so they might actually get up more economy over time than the blue team here.
So,
which could be more than potentially problematic. A few docs coming in, going to do some mechs raiding on the Moon.
I think we're going to concentrate mostly on the moon at the moment. I've got the desert planet in the pit, but not too much action going on there. Lots of action going on here, though, as Pag is building a lot of factories and putting out a lot of units on the moon. And it's going to start overwhelming burning here quite a lot. Already doing that raiding with those docks, as you say, taking care of some of those mechs. Going to put them a little bit far behind. Still very even in terms of medal between two teams at the moment. Slight lead in terms of power for burning, though. But really, this isn't really what matters. It matters where your units are and where they are right now. And maybe getting up a teleport would be a good idea for team burning. What do you think?
More than likely. However, on the desert planet, they are going for an orbital launcher instead.
Yeah.
So they might be deciding to diversify across planets, which is an interesting one, given they have 3 commanders there. They might be thinking, okay, let's just send a commander off somewhere else. But yes, teleporters is definitely what they're going to need to be doing, because they're going to be defending so hard on this moon, and they've got so many tanks coming in at them already that they just need to hunker down and hold on for as long as they possibly can before those reinforcements come in. I'm not entirely sure they were ready for this, because it is 2 versus 3. But at the same time, it's, you know, a ton of production. If we look at the army tab there, 24 factories to 21.
Yeah.
So the majority of those are on the moon. That's
it's a slight lead in terms of Pag, but they've also got all of those factories on the moon. We do see a teleporter now just been finished by burning, so potentially can get some reinforcements from the other planet. But I think at this stage it doesn't matter, because Team Burning on the other planet have access to more metal, and they've kind of got free reign. They're not expanding as much as they could do, perhaps, but still in okay shape, and they have so much metal potentially available to them. They're also going to orbital, and one of the biggest advantages I think over Pag is Pag are unlikely to go orbital very early. They're gonna go hardcore as they are right now, but they're not going to go orbital, and that might give burning enough of an advantage. But Pag right now is expanding over this moon like a virus, and doing a lot of nasty stuff. Commander's also moving aggressively forwards as well, and they want to close this out as quickly as possible. Burning doing a good job of getting up walls. They haven't got enough walls up right now, and they're being put under pressure.
Yeah, they need those walls. They've got the production, so they just need to get that teleporter online, and it has just come online, so we'll start to see reinforcements coming in from that as well. It's from the non-orbital spawn over on Arrakis there, and that spawn has 3 vehicle factories and 2 bot factories, so not particularly large numbers of reinforcements, but anything is good, especially when you've got a commander behind walls in your mate's base on the moon. But the problem is, if you relinquish the moon, then it's a lot easier for the owner of a smaller planet to lock it down and continue to claim it, whereas it's going to be very difficult, if not nigh on impossible, to lock down Arrakis while you've got the other planets in the system, because of planet smashers, because of the Annihilator, and just because of the sheer eco on the other planets.
So we do already see a teleporter actually out from Pag as well. They've sent in quite a few of their units back towards this desert planet, trying to hold on and make sure that he doesn't lose this planet, which is very important. The one massive mistake from Burning right now is, I just wish they were expanding a little bit more on the desert planet, because there's nothing here to stop them. There's loads of free metal just available to them. It's right next to their base, and their window is fast closing, because now Pag has a lot of units on this desert planet, and they can actually afford to do some raiding as they're doing with these docks, and they're going to be able to do a little bit of harassment and prevent Burning from really enacting their game plan.
Yeah, definitely. Big thing right now is this commander pushing with walls on the moon. He's just encroaching so far. I mean, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't like my neighbour building a fence right through my front garden. And that's what this feels like Pag are doing to Burning right now.
It was beautiful placement. He did that wall where he was in range of attacking all 4 of those factories and all the units that get produced from those factories. So it's just a nightmare to deal with. Commander actually taking a little bit of damage here as he falls below to 60%, taking a lot of damage from those tanks, trying to get up a couple walls. He'll be okay because he can always retreat and getting up walls to defend that commander, but he did take a little bit of a hit there, but ultimately he has almost destroyed that one base there, and he still has more units coming in, so that is bad news for Burning.
Few reinforcements coming from the Burning teleporter on the other side now, while they surround their base and walls just preemptively, knowing that the commander is on the other side right now and slightly preoccupied. The 2 commanders are boxing effectively across walls, now to 54% for Pag and about 58% for Burning. So Pag managed to even up that commander duel there with just sheer numbers and surround.
This commander is actually a little bit isolated now for Pag. He does need to be a little bit careful. There's so many units coming in from the south side here. I mean, this base really does look like it's going. They're not actually sending any of their units to reinforce that other base. I think they perhaps know that it's gone, and really they just want to keep this base as secure as they can and not lose that one. They've got to be very careful though. And Pag, this is what really matters right now. They're beginning to expand a lot on the desert planet and actually contesting for control of that planet. A couple of tanks actually coming in at the northern side commander.
Yeah.
But let's ooh, tanks actually coming in. I'll give you a little ping here. The commander on 50% with some tanks there. That's enough tanks to kill perhaps the commander. So he does need to be careful. We do see some reinforcements coming in from the other base on the moon now, actually coming in to help this commander. That's good work, helping where possible. And some units going over the south for burning as well. Can't try and do some counter raiding. They could potentially hit a lot of power income, which would be great for them.
Indeed it will. Can I draw your attention to the ice planet for a second, because Burning have getting up a teleporter over there, and if this weakened commander on the moon can get an evac to the ice planet, he's going to be free to set up shop, and that'll be actually possibly one of the moves that bring Burning back into this game, having lost one of their spawns on the moon. Although we have got some counterattacks on the moon currently, because there's so many units now reinforcing from Burning. They realise, okay, we are losing this place, let's just get everything here, and even some boombots making an appearance. They're going to run straight towards some tanks.
No, don't run towards the tanks! Oh no!
If they could catch...
They killed a couple tanks! If they'd have waited, they could have easily killed that commander. It would have been beautiful.
Because boombots are fantastic, especially if massed versus a commander out in the front with a few tanks. Boombots are terrible if the commander has box with him, because they have a superior rate of fire and all that jazz. But if he's on his own and with tanks, that's an easy snipe. So
looking at the moon planet, we see a commander being chased down, a whole load of infernos chasing him down on the southern base, and he's in a lot of trouble because those infernos obviously move faster than the commander. Ubercan's coming out, weakening them a little bit. He's got a couple of units behind him, tanks trying to put in damage, trying to get rid of those infernos before they get too close. Also got a turret there putting in damage. Commander may get away here, even though he's on 40%, desperately trying to retreat. Inferno's coming into range. One more Uber Cannon could save him. One more Uber Cannon. No. I honestly think one Uber Cannon would have saved his life there. He would have been okay. Maybe could have teleported off planet, but he goes down, and the moon is looking really, really dire for Burning. If we look over at the desert planet as well, they're actually beginning to get overwhelmed by Pag here. They're not really dominating the planet, and they're in a little bit of trouble. The one advantage they do have, however, is moving to other planets. When their commander has moved to that ice planet, got a commander down there, getting out a couple units to secure it, and then perhaps to use it to smash.
What they're also doing is they've got their fabricator back over onto the gas giant now as well, so they're just started putting up a jig, so they're going to be able to get extra eco there just in case they start losing some on the other planets, so they can really, if they capitalise on that, and if Pag don't contest that, which they can't do at the moment because they don't have any orbital launchers, they can really start to fight back with extra production.
So currently Pag leading in eco 470 to 270, almost twice as much, doing very well for themselves at the moment. But they do have no orbital, as you mentioned, but doing raiding now on the desert planet. Doc's just coming over here, killing these unprotected mechs, and Burning have lost a lot of ground on this desert planet. After being so far ahead.
And there's a significant air presence on the desert planet, and the commander just manages to escape on the moon. Oh wow, where's that gone? Has he gone to... No, he's not on the metal planet, so he must have gone back to the desert planet, perhaps? I did see a ping come off on a teleporter a minute or so ago. Maybe he went to join his friend on the ice. Nope, that is not where he was.
So Burning here really struggling on metal, and it's unfortunate. They need to build up all this metal that's on this ice planet just to get something for themselves, but they just can't right now. And I think we now see that Pag does own the moon. They're going to raise the last remains of this pink base and take them out. So at the moment just Arvon and Arrakis, and Arrakis is really not looking too good for Burning. No, because they're behind in eco, it's so hard to get their production up and start making some waves for themselves.
Yeah, and they've also lost air control over there as well. Just have a look at that massive air force from Pag. It's absolutely phenomenal. Of course, bomber prioritization is a thing, so they're going to need more bombers to do a snipe. Having said that, though, the commander over there that's just come through the teleporter from the moon, he's quite weak, so it's not going to take too much to actually get a full snipe on that commander, and then weaken Pag even further.
Yeah, he could get bomber sniped pretty easily. I think they really... I feel like they're not entirely fighting for Arrakis here. I feel like they could be, and they've kind of lost their direction, it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, I think having lost the moon, they're definitely in a little bit of disarray, because I think that was possibly one of their main things they wanted to go for. But I think it was a really interesting curveball by Pag, because in a logical situation, you'd spread your forces as evenly as possible across a system like this, or even put on extra forces onto a larger planet.
Yeah.
But they did the exact opposite of that, and I think that might have thrown Burning, you know, a spanner into their wrenches there.
Yeah,
into their wrenches, you know what I mean.
I just don't think they expected it, did they? And I personally think it was a great idea, because
it was fantastic.
It's easier, particularly early game, to go all out ham and try and win a small planet, because your opponent, unless they go all out ham, they just can't deal with the amount of pressure early game. So I think it was perhaps, I mean, definitely a really good strategy. Not necessarily the best, but it's really worked out for them. And now that they've won that moon, of course, they're sending all their units through the teleporters now and sending them to somewhere else where they can be of even more use. And oh my gosh, blue units streaming into the northern base. Commander here desperately trying to get through a teleporter just to save. He's got to go through the other side, and the Infernos are chasing him down. Oh, this is not looking good as he falls to 90%. They're focusing down the teleporter. Oh, the teleporter's going to go down before he can get in. Oh dear.
That was a really bad misclick from Burning there, as the commander just came through the teleporter. I don't know what he was thinking about. He walked into the face of death and, died. Meanwhile, you've got... They exchanged that commander for a weakened commander on the ice planet. So they lost a commander and left a weak commander elsewhere. So I think they came out worse than that if they just left their weakened commander there.
That was a bit unusual.
There was some interesting dodgy misclicking, I feel, went
To
on
be
there.
fair though, they saved the cool commander. He's got like an artillery turret on his back. Can we just like recognise that right now? He has an artillery cannon on his back.
Or is it an exhaust port?
It's whatever I want it to be, Marshall. He's wearing a top hat! He's wearing a top hat! It's not a very wide brim, but that is a top hat if ever I saw one.
It's a steampunk Victorian commander. There we go.
Monocle annihilation.
With T2 bots going up on the ice planet as well. This is this could be something they want to do. Maybe get a planet smash here, but I think at this point, not necessarily a planet smash because they've lost so much ground. They just want to hunker down here, I think, and get as much eco, possibly some unit cannon snipes. But they've got a lot of boom bots over there. Having a look at the gas giant as well, they've got quite a few jigs up. Hence, in the economy tab there, you can see they're still quite good with the eco, and are actually surpassing Pag in their energy production. Pag's still yet to build an orbital launcher and or go. Actually, well, I say that.
Oh, here we go.
Moon just now, yeah.
And there is that one there. So interesting. Right now, Burning should be out of the game, and Pag should be over 1,000 medal income. But I think they haven't been building up their income quite as much as they could have done because they're just pushing for the win right now. They've got the units. They know they have the units. They currently have over 700 compared to 300. So doing a great job there, and now they're finally getting into orbital. Another orbital factory going up, getting out some Avengers for now. Probably going to move into to colonization soon.
Meanwhile, a big fight going on over on Arrakis as one of their last commanders from Burning valiantly tries to save himself. Large forces of tanks either way. Few walls going up from the pink commander as well as he drops to about 26% there, or is it 36? 36 indeed, with that commander there. A few tanks being forced to retreat there from Pag as they see the walls going up, but the air dominance there on Arrakis is still something that has to be recognised. There's still a lot of interceptors there, only a few bombers going to be required now as the tanks decide, okay, you know what, we're not going to take the commander head on, we're just going to whittle down your production from elsewhere because we know that you need to defend that commander to keep in the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it easier for ourselves in the long run and take out your factories.
Yeah, losing ground now on the desert planet. Units coming in from all sides from Pag, not looking good for them.
Not great by any stretch of the imagination. Lots of action going on in the orbital layer there. I'm just going to swap out for my picture-in-picture just to have a look at what's going on. Lots of Avengers going over to the gas giant to try and take down these jigs. Only one to defend currently from burning, although they have just finished that orbital factory, so they need to get out some Avengers there before Pag's forces arrive. They have got a little bit of time though to do that. But that's going to be crucial for burning to keep those jigs in that resource bay there alive.
Oh,
last commander goes down. Well,
no,
second
I think
last.
there's one last commander left on Arvin, but he goes down. And now these units can just mop up on Arrakis, and really leaving no options left for burning.
Yeah.
I think their one option is to hope that Pag keep all their commanders together and the moon lands on it. I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think that's already...
Oh, teleporter going down on Arvin though, and boombots are here, and bombers as well, trying to get rid of it as soon as they can. And then now go Avengers up, trying to chase down that orbital Fabra as well.
I think at this point, this is really where the unit cannons are going to be seen for the first time in Clan Wars.
We did see it in one of the previous games, but I think this is one of the games where it could definitely help them out. It's the sort of thing they can get some units in on there and cause way more harassment, just trying to
on the gas giant, one jig goes down. So they're starting to lose economy over on the gas giant as well. A few Avengers desperately trying to fight over here to defend their resource bays. But it's definitely going to be, I believe, unit cannon territory and or just sheer teleporter spam.
Yes, it's always a nice idea to build an orbital factory among the jigs, because not only are they really tanky, but they build the Avengers very quickly for actually defending your income here.
Yes. They do. The other disadvantage with that, though, is because, of course, the jigs are quite volatile now. The explosion
are we going to lose the Avengers?
They will if they sit right next to it, running away. Oh. Wow, they didn't quite get away in time.
Okay. So you kill stuff and then you die?
I think that's a pretty good trade, though. 4 Avengers for 2 jigs. I think that's a pretty darn good trade, if I guess. Do say so.
But they have to keep sending them there. And everyone they take out, they lose. I don't know.
I think it's fine for now, because, of course, the commanders are not over there, and they're just desperately trying to get up a teleporter onto the ice planet. They've got another fabricator over there as more umbrellas are going up. Will they get down the teleporter as boombots arrive right beneath? Nope, it's denied.
Boombot denied.
Just moving with that orbital fabricator there as the umbrella is finished. It is gone. So I think hopefully Pag will realise that unit cannons are the way to go, as burning is given more and more time to just lock down this ice planet.
Interestingly, sending out an orbital Fabber. Where is it sent to? It's sent to the metal planet. Okay, Woo! Go.
There's one from each team, actually. There's a pink one and a blue one going to the metal planet. So
indeed,
this could be interesting.
Indeed, that is an interesting choice. Looking at the eco, burning actually still in it with 500 metal. Could be a lot worse considering their situation right now. Could be much worse.
Nukes going up from Pag over on Arrakis. Going to take some time on that nuke, because they are quite expensive, but at the same time a nuke is a nuke, and a damaged commander is a damaged commander, plus unit cannons as well. Yeah. There it is. I'm going to keep that in my picture-in-picture.
Yeah.
But the thing with unit cannons is they have a capacity of 12, but the roll-off time is massive, so it does take quite a while to fully load up those unit cannons. Meanwhile, burning over on the gas giant there, getting more and more locked down as a few anchors are going up, and a second orbital factory as well. So they're going to be able to re-establish themselves over there, plus a lot more Avengers, and even a radar as well. So they're going to stay in there with the eco, and I think they're just going to try and rush for this catalyst over on the metal planet. Because if you look over on the ice planet there, they've got quite a bit of T2, and if they just send all their fabricators all through in one go...
Oh, there's a big orbital invasion, a whole load of orbital fighters. Wow. They're underneath umbrellas though, and they've lost a lot already. In fact, there's quite a few umbrellas on this planet.
Yes.
They're going to move in towards this orbital Fabber though. Take out the orbital Fabber, a couple of the Avengers, but ultimately still taking some fire from those umbrellas. I don't know if that's been too successful. Oh, they're doing quite a lot of damage to that orbital factory, but the orbital factory hadn't been finished, so it's going to decay anyway. So it didn't actually achieve too much with their Avengers there.
Well, those Avengers, they can now move to the gas giant if they so please, because I think they'd be silly to just hang around in the orbital air, because that's just free snipes for burning. A few more Avengers heading over to the metal planet. A ping going down from burning as they see the blue teleporter over there. And you've got an advanced fabricator over there already going up with the air factories. So we might see some T2 air and then some catalysts rushing.
Indeed, good move. So Team Burning working really hard on getting that in, and oh my gosh, Team Burning sitting on 800 metal. They genuinely could make a comeback right now. It was probably looking pretty dire about 5 minutes ago, but right now
it's still looking pretty dire because if you look at my ping there, we've got a third unit cannon on the way and lots of production going on. And in fact, there's a commander under it. Oh no, that was just the wreckage. Wow, whoops, my mistake. But yes, 3 unit cannons all loading up, and all I do is get a little bit of intel on the commander, and eventually they'll be able to overwhelm that umbrella defense.
Yeah, interesting stuff here. So it looks like that orbital fab will be taken care of. Didn't manage to get any units down there through that teleporter. And Burning does not have complete control of this planet. They could easily be pushed off by a teleporter coming down, but they're beginning to get a foothold. They're getting a whole load of air units out. They need a bit of radar, I think, definitely. But they're already making moves. They're doing what they can in the situation.
Yes, they're adapting pretty well. And over on the metal planet, there's, as you say, they've managed to fight Pag off. Well, it was a teleporter, so it wasn't particularly difficult. But still, that's giving them time, which Pag hasn't got the intel of. And I'm not sure if Pag are actually chasing them down. In fact, no, they aren't. Pag are, at this point, neglecting the metal planet as they try and send forces over to the gas giant to take out their economy there, because that is where the catalysts, if that is what Burning are so desiring to go for, will be powered by. And actually, the thing with this gas giant is those jigs are closer together than is optimal. So we could see some domino rows going here, with jigs blowing up other jigs, blowing up other jigs.
Yeah, that would not be good. I think they're doing actually a great job right now, because they have their fighters, they've also spread them out, they're building more and more jigs, they've got their orbital factories in there. Do we see a couple of anchors as well? Because the thing you've got to be careful is, the Avengers can come in from orbit, right? So they can come in right in the middle, so you can't just place it all on the outskirts, you've really got to protect it everywhere. Oh, look at the eco. Really, we've got to give them kudos right now. They're sitting on 1200 to 1800, and their eco is basically coming all from these jigs. 36 metal apiece, and of course a huge power income as well, so they don't need to worry too much about power. But of course, all of their eco is in that one area, and if they lose it, like say a nuke, then
I've had trouble nuking gas giants, but that's not the bigger problem. Is now the Avengers swooping in from the orbital air. Let's keep an eye on what's going on with the gas giant now, as those Avengers are about to arrive right slap bang in the middle of these jigs. How much damage will they do? They're actually off to the side, so they don't actually lose all their forces in one. And down goes one of the jigs. All of those Avengers are going to get caught in the explosion.
Oh man, really?
They take out one jig.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the planetary annihilation gods. That's unbelievable, but just total classic Pag, really. They have no idea how to use orbital, and they just didn't even know that would happen. They didn't even know that jigs blew up. They weren't even looking. They were just like, send in all these fighters, we'll destroy everything they got, and then GG.
But we've got T2 air going up on the metal planet, so they might actually get these catalysts out and going, because they have the eco to do it. But meanwhile, the unit cannons are firing over on Arrakis. This is going to be big time for the ice planet there. The pods firing away from Arrakis.
Nuke is coming out as well.
Oh, wow.
It begins. Ooh.
It does, yeah. Oh, actually, no, they are not going to the ice planet. They're going to the metal planet.
Interesting choice. I mean, the metal planet's dangerous, but I'm just surprised, because it is so easy to get up one teleporter somewhere on a massive metal planet. And once you get up one teleporter, it's so hard to stop. Oh, that's exactly what they're doing right now. Teleporter is up, units are coming out, bombers are absolutely hammering them. A couple of anti-air in the mix, but not enough, and they're going to get taken care of by the bombers, even with those T2 units in there.
Indeed, and the nuke did get anti-nuked as well over on the ice planet. So Pag at this point, are actually finding it slightly difficult to get a foothold where they need to get footholds. Yeah. So
they still have one anti-nuke in the chamber as well, and another anti-nuke also going up. So doing a brilliant job right now, because they now have enough umbrellas that you can't really orbital invade Arvon. They now have enough anti-nukes that they're probably going to be safe from nukes, but they are probably still vulnerable to unit cannons, because that will be pretty awkward.
Yeah, because the umbrellas, of course, do have a little bit of trouble taking out all of the drop pods if they're all massed in one area from, say, a volley of 12 unit cannons. I mean, although having said that, if you look really quickly at Arrakis, where the unit cannons are, they've left one of them incomplete while they desperately try and get up T2 mechs. So I think PAG are realising, okay, we need more economy.
I was about to comment on that. Right now they're sitting at 2800 to 1400. They've now doubled, so they're increasing a little bit faster. You can tell they've really concentrated on building up the T2 eco. We do see T2 mechs about right now, and I think that is that's what they should be doing. They should be making sure they do have the superior eco. They have so much map control, so many control of these planets, and so much metal available to them. They really should be making sure that their eco is much stronger and using that to their advantage.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
And probably going to unpull soon. Oh, here we go. So unit cannons are actually landing on the metal planet, as you can see right now, and that's going to be a problem for Burning to deal with.
Yeah.
Orbital invasion as well, with the Avengers coming in. Game is unpaused, and down come those units, and they've got anti-air mixed in with slammers. So of course this is what you want. Boombots is not what you want at this stage. You know they have tons of air. You know that's the thing that's stopping you. You need engineers and you need anti-air, because the engineers can get out teleporters, they can get out anti-air, and right now all these bombs are going to come in. We're going to see how this confrontation holds up. How will the anti-air do? They'll do okay, but I don't think it's enough. There's too many bombers.
That is not enough. They have left it for too long. They're going to need to start nuking the metal planet.
Wow.
That's their priority now, to nuke the metal planet, to find the little foothold that Pink has, and to set a nuke right about there, because there's no anti-nuke, and that would just take out pretty much all of their production on the metal planet.
I think that's the one big weakness of Burning right now. If they want to commit to controlling this metal planet, they're going to need an anti-nuke up here, aren't they?
Yes.
And if anything, they also want to split up a little bit, because they are very tightly packed in that nucleus. And ideally, if they could have a second base, then they'll have a little bit of redundancy.
A lot of work going down on the next nuke there from PAG as they try and put up another P-gen. So perhaps they just... I think PAG, for what they want to do, they don't necessarily have the lasting economy to do it. I'm surveying the situation here, and I feel as though PAG is sort of torn between a number of strategies and are failing to commit to any given one.
I absolutely agree with you. This is the one time you need to decide one thing you're going to do and commit to it with everything you've got and just go for it. And right now, they're just doing a lot of things, aren't they? They're building nukes, they're building orbital, they're building Halleys right now. They're doing everything and not fully committing to one thing, which I think is probably one of their big problems. I see a teleporter that is enabled and has units going through it. I'm not sure where that's linked to right now.
Probably the metal planet.
Arvon's still safe. Do we see anyone on the metal planet? We don't, so I think they're just moving units between their own planets.
Well, yeah, if they're going to Haley the moon... Actually, I think hailing the moon would be a really, really bad idea, because they've got so much eco up on that moon. It would be... Unless they can guarantee... Well, I say that. If Burning's commander...
Hold on.
If Burning's commander gets to Metal Planet, then he'll be fine, supposedly. But the moon is bigger than the ice planet, so if they Haley it, then the ice planet is gone. And if the commander's still on there, then that's an automatic victory. So maybe that's what they're going for at this point.
I don't know. They are working really hard on that Halley. They're putting everything into it. So many T2 engineers working on that. It's going to be up very quickly, and then they only need 2 more. So it won't actually be too long. Also got up the anti-nuke there, so they're relatively safe. I was thinking, right, how about we just Halley Arvon? There goes all their eco. There goes all their everything. But they have a ton of eco on Ravona, the gas giant. That's where most of their eco actually is. So destroying Arvon won't help, and you'll lose a lot of eco doing that yourself. And they'll be in control of Laren, the metal planet. So they may not have eco there, but they've got a load of production, and they do have like a laser to finish the game. So this is fascinating. Burning entirely have a chance to get into this, and if they do, I think it's going to be Pag's mistakes and inexperience with Orbital and with team games, indeed, that are going to prevent them from taking the victory here.
I think, having said that, though, if Burning do not get their commander off the ice planet, they will lose. Because you don't even need to target the commander on the ice planet, because the sizes are there. The moon will engulf the ice planet, and if the commander is sat there, then it's victory to Pag. If they get their commander off there and into orbit, then if Pag do still Haley the ice planet, they lose all their economy, yes. And then, as you say, Burning have control of the rest of the system, bar Arrakis. But again, it's another situation where it comes down to Pag failing to figure out what they want to do.
Third Halley is on the way, Marshall.
And another nuke is complete.
I think they have basically committed to the smash. But really, I think they need to be nuking Ravona. All of their nukes should be going there and destroying their eco and destroying what they've got going. And then Burning is in a bit of trouble. But I think it appears they're going to fully commit to these Halleys. They're going to smash their own moon, which has a lot of eco on it.
Yeah.
What do you think
from the moon, though?
They just launched a nuke as well.
But yes, you were saying?
We'll have to see what their eco turns on after they lose that planet. It's going to be interesting.
They are nuking the metal planet.
Are they?
Damn, yes they are.
I honestly think the best choice would have been nuking the gas giant. The gas giant is where everything is. The gas giant is the cornerstone of their entire eco, which is actually keeping them afloat right now. Trying to get up umbrellas from both teams. Sorry, umbrella from Burning, but anchor already up for Pag, and bombers coming in trying to see what they can do, but really just trying to get a foothold here with a whole load of anchors, followed perhaps by a teleporter. But bad news, because not too much orbital for Burning to deal with this. They do have a whole load of T2 engineers actually coming in here. They can power up a anchor an umbrella very quick, and that's exactly what they're doing. And I think they might be able to do it in time here and hold on temporarily.
Yes indeed, but they need to get that. There's the moon activated now. Is the commander still on the ice planet? Let's have a look. Is he still there?
No, he's not. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's happily on the metal planet, building up an anti-nuke.
And the moon is smashing the metal planet. The moon is smashing the metal planet. Yes, they have decided to forgo the ice planet. So this could... Do you remember that game in...
Are you crazy?
No, I am not. That's where they're smashing. No, they're...
Are they really going... Why?
They're smashing the metal planet because I think they know, going from Pag's vision, they know where the base is on the metal planet. They might want to get a little bit more intel just to make sure, but they know that that's where the base is, so they have an educated guess as to that's where the commander is. Plus, if they hit there, they will disable that catalyst node, disabling the annihilator. But it's a very risky play. I'm going to watch this one like a hawk. As the nuke comes in as well, the anti-nuke only has one, so that's more than enough.
Yeah, that's enough though. But, you know, it's in the right place as well. Obviously they're vulnerable elsewhere, but it doesn't matter if they get nuked elsewhere. And they managed to stop... teleporter going down, but they're going to stop it. And I think
Pelican coming out from T2 Air on the metal planet.
What's that?
Sorry. A Pelican transport coming out, so the commander is going back through the teleporter.
Oh no. Interesting.
So the commander's going to be hopping between the ice planet and the metal planet. If Pag don't realise this...
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
So the anti-nuke, the nuke did get shot down. Trying to get up more teleporters here from Burning as well.
I'm just going to say, that moon is going to pass really quite close to Arrakis.
Oh, very close. Oh, very close.
Oh, wow.
It almost grazed it. That would have been amazing. Holy crap.
Oh, but they need to realise this, because they could have gone and smashed the ice planet there. Ping going off from blue as they see that that's where the commander is, so they need to send that planet back to the ice planet.
Yeah, so they can cancel it. That's the thing. They can cancel it, and they have the vision above the planet. That is big. So they can always cancel it here. This is one of the few games, Marshall, I've had in a very long time where I just don't know what's going to happen. I don't really know what's going to happen.
It's very tricky to call, isn't it?
It is.
The problem I'm having is that Burning are taking a lot of time to get this Annihilator up. They have the economy to do it. They can just power out a ton of fabricators from that T2 air if they just get it assisting itself, and then they can power up the Annihilator in, you know, a couple of minutes, and then Pag are gone.
You know, I agree. At this stage, they've been able to get rid of all of the invasions that have tried to happen. I think they'll be able to get rid of any more invasions because they're getting up more umbrellas as well, which is going to help against any kind of orbital coming in. And as you say, all they need is build power right now. They can get them. Oh,
here's the planet smash on the metal planet. No. Oh,
in it comes.
Gonna hit? I hope they cancel this. I so hope they cancel it. It's
oh no,
too
they're
late.
coming straight in.
It's too late. They can't cancel it. They're gonna take out.
Okay, we're currently on 3,700 medal for Pag.
This.
Okay, now let's see what they're on. Are they going for the top? Are they just trying to take out the Annihilator?
They're taking out the Annihilator. Oh wow.
They didn't even take the base out. They just wanted the Annihilator.
They've lost 1,300 metal in that. They've gone down to 2,400. Ouch.
I'm getting some weird graphic effects on my side. Currently, yeah, we have a snowman, right, with just a little moon on top. What is this?
Oh, dear.
Is the game still running? I see Blue's units. If you look at the moon, and then you look at the moon. Oh, there we go. It's gone.
There we go. The crater's not there. Wait.
What? It's gone. It's all gone. It's all gone!
On the ice planet as well! Oh wow! So, the anti-nuke is having a little tango there, saying,
no.
oh my goodness, a nuke's hit, so now they've got the foothold on the ice planet. Will they launch the unit cannons? Do they have fully loaded unit cannons? But
that's really unlucky there, that the anti-nuke did not stop them. But I mean, look at it now, the eco is very even, and...
Yes.
The one advantage for Pag right now is they have a ton of ground. They have loads of area to build. They also still have loads of mechs that haven't been put up to T2 yet. So they still got more eco available to them. And they do have those 3 unit cannons. But the unit cannons are not on repeat build. There's nothing in those unit cannons, Marshall.
Isn't that? Oh, wow. Oh my god. I'm just looking at the Twitch chat there and it's just going crazy about that.
Yeah. So I think burning here, they have to rebuild. They have to try and get anti-nukes in this area that's just been nuked. They are getting more umbrellas as a priority. Oh no, another nuke! Oh, the anti-nuke just totally missed it again! And it hit the commander! Oh, so unfortunate.
5% health
so
remaining.
Unfortunate.
Oh wow.
I think it's something to do with the distance away from those anti-nukes.
It might also be the curvature of the planet.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. It takes 2 to tango.
I think that commander needs to get next to that anti-nuke.
Yeah.
Because they do have a lot of anti-nukes around this planet, but anti-nukes just flying around right now. Really unfortunate for them.
That was so unfortunate.
Looking over at the gas giant, we see a lot of orbital fighters, like really loads, outnumbering them. So Pag they can't do anything about this. Just far too much defense. And let's look at the army tab. Like, we still see 2,400 mobile forces from Pag, but let's remember they're all ground forces that haven't done anything since the beginning of the game, really.
So, oh wow.
So I think priority for burning is they have to try and control Arvon. They have to try and get up anti-nukes.
Yeah.
They have to stay safe on this planet. And the one thing is they can turn this around because obviously Pag have been aggressive this entire time. So they haven't built any defences. They have no anti-orbital defence. They have no turrets. They have no anti-air. They have nothing really on their main base apart from a lot of units to actually help them out.
Apart from a lot of units to defend.
They do have the bombers, but the bombers could actually help. But the ground units, for example, they're not going to be able to get anywhere to stop an invasion, are they?
Well, no, but...
And let me just point out, the commanders...
That you have to kill the commanders.
Yeah, the commanders are pretty much unprotected. They're sitting there, nothing near them, no defences near them.
I don't know, it's going to be... I think it's just a matter of time now before we see the unit cannons doing their thing. But I think if Pag had used those nukes well, they would have got the unit cannon volleys going in straight afterwards. But they've given burning time to recuperate their orbital defences, as we can see umbrellas going back up on the ice planet there. So
you're right. I still see these unit cannons. Perhaps they've been built, and that's why they're no longer building, or maybe they just didn't actually leave them on repeat build. But it's definitely unit cannon time, right? Like at this point, they're super vulnerable to unit cannons. If they got off some intel, some orbital radar, they'd find the commander, they'd send them in, and they'd probably be able to get the kill out of it. It'd be very difficult for Burning to stop them.
Yeah, I mean the thing with that commander, he's being repaired now, so he's down. He's up to 31% from 5%. But if they had got that commander right after that nuke, it would have taken 2 slammers, and that would have been the game over.
Yeah.
But this is starting to frustrate me because there's quite a lot of orbital coming in from Burning actually.
They've moved a lot of their Avengers.
Yeah, going to
some orbital
Arrakis.
Fabbers as well.
Have they got?
We do see orbital invasion from the PAG. They have a lot of orbital Fabbers going over to the gas giant. So I guess maybe they want to set up their own base. And because Burning has moved a lot of their fighters now off this gas giant, they are a little bit vulnerable there actually. But I mean, they could set up shop on the other side of the base, get up some turrets, get up some factories, and get out some of their own units, to get their foothold on this gas giant and start contesting it. Because that's one of the main areas they can attack. It's going to be difficult to attack Arbon.
Burning have just managed to get the scout off on all those unit cannons, plus the nuke in silo. With that orbital push, which is really good of them actually. I don't know, I'm going to struggle to see how they can fully turn this around, but then again, as you say, PAG have not invested in orbital defences.
Oh, here we go. So they've got their orbital Fabbers currently building anchors just here. Neither player stalling their ecos. They have all the eco available to them. It's a pity they only have 2 orbital Fabbers here. Like really, if they had 4, they'd be able to do a lot. They'd be able to get up a whole load of anchors, which would be an enormous pain for PAG. They'd have to waste a nuke on it, without a doubt. At this stage, PAG's noticed. They're sending their Avengers over there. Going to try and take care of those orbital Fabbers as quickly as possible.
Yeah, the anchor is not going to get up in time, as the Avengers just about to arrive.
Yeah, it's a pity they don't have their units there. All of those fighters there to protect them.
They're attacking the anchor rather than the fabricators.
Oh, there we go. Now the fabricators are going down.
It's going to be close. Oh, no, it does get finished.
Did it?
The anchor is finished.
Well, which will give them a little bit more time. And they've actually moved all of those fighters out of orbit. I think they're just going to bail on that one.
Yeah.
It's a pity because now we're likely to see defences built by PAG, whereas really if they committed a little bit more and had 4 or 5 or 6 orbital Fabbers, they could have come in there and done a lot more a lot quickly.
Yes. Oh, we can see, excuse me, wow, so many units just ready to go through a teleporter. All it's going to take is like one teleporter to get up.
Whole load of orbital Fabbers coming over here. I'm guessing they're going to land on this desert planet.
Oh wow, yeah. Yes, they are.
They are.
No, they're not. They're going to...
Oh, they're going in orbit to... Oh, I see, yeah. Going to Arbon. Okay. So what's going on, Marshall? This game is beginning to boggle my head.
It's getting slightly tricky because, right, so we've got 3 planets remaining. We've got the gas giant, which is predominantly Burning controlled, although PAG are starting to get up their own stuff on the other side there. So that's definitely the eco powerhouse of Burning. If they can take that out, they will do so much damage to Burning, it is unreal.
Yeah. Well, that's the economy infrastructure, isn't it?
Yeah.
Without this, they can't actually do anything.
However, Burning only have 1 commander, and it's on a tiny planet, and we know that nukes can just about clinch through, and we know that massed unit cannons can get through orbital defences.
You can.
Meanwhile, on Arrakis, you've got all of PAG's commanders, a very distinct lack of orbital defences, but a undecided strategy now as to how to take this game forward. I think PAG made a big mistake when they didn't cancel that smash. I feel as though that was possibly a mistake. Although in hindsight, you know, at this time of the game, if they hadn't have smashed, would Burning have got that annihilator?
I think it was the right move, man. You did not. That was one easy way for Burning to win, because you can pump out 5. If you have enough eco, you can pump out those 5 catalysts very quickly, and it's very difficult to stop. Like, you notice it, you try and send everything, and you just don't have enough. Once you get over about 1500 eco, you can just get it out so quickly. That's the problem. So I think it was kind of the right idea to take that out of play. They did try to invade multiple times. It didn't work. They kind of, you know, they used their options, and I think they needed to.
Yeah. Oh my giddy goodness gracious me, we've got lots of nukes on the way there, 4 at a time.
Right. So we're going to go on bigger scale now. I think that's the right idea.
Yeah.
Obviously you need 4 or more to overwhelm a single anti-nuke. Do you see unit cannons actually built by Burning on the southern side of Arvon? And you'll notice they haven't got a single power gen. Not even a single power gen. Because they don't need it. All
yeah,
their
they
power
don't need it.
is,
well, they have got a power gen. I'll point it out for you. There you go. Sorry, I just had to.
Yeah, yes they do. Yes, they
do. Yeah, that's their P-gen that isn't.
And the eco's almost identical now. We're like 2350 against 2600. There's nothing in it. There's just nothing in it. Taking a little look at the army tab, probably still got 2600 mobile forces for PAG, and that's just because they have tons and tons of ground forces. But those ground forces just they're not doing anything for them. They can't get a teleporter down to actually use them, so just not useful at the moment.
Yeah.
So what's going on Ravona? The gas giant still dominated by Burning, and they've actually managed to kick off PAG as well. They've destroyed all those units that PAG did try to send there. There's actually a couple of orbital fabbers moving along here.
Oh wow.
But Burning doing a great job of controlling the eco right now.
Yeah, it's really quite difficult to get a nuke to land on the gas giant. I don't know how to do it myself. I've tried
you have to select
jigs.
the unit that you're trying to shoot.
Oh, because
you can only shoot a unit, you can't shoot ground or anything.
Because if they just like shoot, I'm gonna hazard a guess at around here, if I can even ping on the gas giant. There we go. If they shoot around there, then they could take out a large number of jigs, because there's a lot that are just too close to each other, and they'll just spawn a massive domino row of.
I think really you need multiple nukes, don't you?
yeah.
You spread them out, obviously. But the thing is, I feel like there's no way to anti-nuke, right? Like, if PAG wanted to nuke Burning's gas giant, Burning can't do anything about it. All they can do is keep rebuilding and keep spreading out. And I think if PAG did that, they could destroy the eco and just make it hard for Burning to get back in. But I don't know. I guess PAG has the advantage, but it's very difficult to actually win and to close this game out. They're getting orbital radars there over.
Oh wow!
Over the base.
Going down on the desert planet there, where there's no defense whatsoever. The units are ready to come streaming in. How many units have we got? Lots of docks now coming in through.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Are they really
serious.
pulling this off? Have they really just pulled a teleporter out on their planet? They did not expect that. Let's see how long it takes them to notice.
The unit cannons as well, so they'll be able to knock those down. There's not too many units coming through, but you know, it's a thorn in the backside.
They needed anti-air, man. They should have been building anti-air about 15 minutes ago. If you're going to do an invasion, you absolutely need anti-air. There's no exceptions. You send in all the anti-air to get rid of all the bombers they've got, otherwise you're not successful.
Yeah, you need AA and you need advanced fabricators to build flak the moment you get through.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have no chance. Can't attack jigs, 9,000 anti-nukes, 9,000 bombers.
Okay, so PAG is definitely getting frustrated right now. It's hard for them to close out the game, and they don't know what they're doing. They're not experienced in this. They genuinely have no idea what you would do to kill an enemy in this situation. They don't know much about how to use these end game units, and they're struggling, and this might be the sort of thing that really hurts them, is they can't get over it and can't do what they need to do.
I think I've just seen a latent strategy that Burning could employ.
Okay.
if they pull off another teleporter snipe like that. So here's my thinking. If you look, they have an advanced radar satellite on the desert planet. They can see 2 commanders.
Oh my god, Dom is trolling so hard. He's telling them you need more micro. Oh, what a legendary comment.
So, you've got that advanced radar satellite there. It's about to be taken out. But you noticed when they planted that teleporter, all the air went. Every last bit of it went to it, leaving everything else completely open to things like unit cannon snipes.
Yep.
And burning and getting unit cannons on the ice planet. They are only building boombots in it for some reason. I don't know why they're doing that. But they're also getting nukes as well. So now they know where two of Pag's commanders are. They know that one is right here, no anti-nukes next to it, bar that one that's in production. And they know that one is here and injured. So they could unit cannon the first commander I pinged, nuke the second one. That's like 2 commander kills. Then it's just a case of getting the intel on the other commanders, and again, a lack of orbital defense.
Yep, so one of their commanders is surrounded by anti-nukes. This commander as well, also surrounded by fully stocked anti-nuke. So they're relatively safe for 2 of their commanders, but the other 2 are very vulnerable. Just no defences for them. And still some bare ground, and still, oh there we go, more radar going up, just constantly checking on what's going on there. Still, there's a lot of ground for Pag to be building. They have a lot of space to build still, but equally, there's a lot of space to actually land for burning, and we still haven't seen much defences built up. Like, we don't see many umbrellas over the planet for Pag.
Unit cannon launching, and they've got vision on this commander. There's a lot of docks there, and it's full to the brim with booms. So
I don't know, Infernos, Slammers can still kill it. I mean, it takes a couple of seconds. Honestly, I think they can do it, depending on where they land.
I don't think they're going to get that commander snipe that they need. They've only got the one.
Oh, it's so close as well, because the planets are right next to each other. It is so close. Oh, here they go. Here they land. Coming straight down on the commander's head. Oh, directly on the commander's head.
Boom. Oh, they're not.
Oh.
They're just getting killed the moment they land. They're not taking out the commander. Oh, they are weakening him.
Yeah.
They needed.
They landed in a pile of smoking ash. Poor guys.
They need to nuke that commander and unit cannon the other one that they saw.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You know, like that guy is open to a nuke. The other guy that's surrounded by anti-nukes, it'd be perfect to drop some slammers on his head, because he doesn't have units next to him, and dropping slammers on his head would kill him very, very quickly.
And they're still building boombots in the unit cannons. Oh, there's the nuke now from burning over on Arvon.
Okay, so nuke been launched.
If that nuke gets to that commander quick enough, he's not going to be healed in time. Oh wow! Come on, nuke. It's going to be.
The commander's moved
fantastic.
though. The commander has moved, and they didn't have intel. I think it might even miss. We'll see what happens. It's coming in, and the commander is now moving. The commander is moving. I think they've realised they definitely need to move that commander.
No, that looks like it will hit.
We'll see.
Oh, it's going to be very, 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 very.
It's going to hit him just on the outskirts.
Oh,
no, it's not. No, he is. Right.
Oh.
If all else fails, they did kill a commander, and they're currently leading 3,700 medal to 3,200. Now, it doesn't actually matter that they're leading in eco right now, but it still goes to show they're doing good, and they still have a lot of eco. And all the T2 mechs have actually been capped now by Pag, so they have no more income. They can't increase their income at all, whereas Burning can basically increase it almost forever. And they will do, because they haven't even taken like a third of the planet, maybe. Yeah. They still have tons of space, and they've been building all those Avengers there. It's going to be difficult to actually stop them.
So a blue ping goes off on a region of the ice planet that is empty-ish. Another 2 deep space radar satellites, advanced ones, coming over to the desert planet to get the intel. And on the ice planet, you have a lot of nukes ready to be launched. And one just comes off now from burning. Let's see where it's going to land.
Yep, in it goes.
I think there's anti-nukes going to be waiting. Oh no, it's going to take out all the orbital. Oh wow.
Oh, what a weird choice. They took out 2 T2 mechs and 5 orbital factories. Sorry, no, yeah, 5 orbital launchers, which isn't even as good as an orbital factory. Like,
They did take out an orbital factory though as well.
but really, do you think that was worth? Either way,
The counter power play, so many nukes coming
they're going in with everything. Let's see, can the anti-nukes hold up? They're all coming in at the North Pole. Every single nuke coming in at the North.
They're gone.
Will they get shot down?
They all got...
Oh, one's get shot down. Another one.
They're all
Another one. Another one. One more. Oh, no one gets through. Oh, that's so unfair.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
And now comes the teleporter and or the unit cannon drop. Oh, that's the perfect beachhead. They need to utilise this now. This is their one shot. They can't miss this chance to blow.
Oh, come on, Marshall. The thing is, they don't have any orbital fabbers.
It's coming. It's in the orbital transition now.
Yeah,
it's
but
changing between.
It's too late. Like, what?
The problem is there's too
The
many
orbital
troops.
fabbers should be building their second teleporter right now, but yeah, like with this, you really have to coordinate.
Yeah.
I mean, they only managed to get a single nuke through, but obviously it caused huge damage on a small planet.
Here it
They're already
comes.
trying to
Here comes
rebuild
the
more
fabricator.
anti-nukes.
The fabricator's arrived.
Yeah, but it's
Where's
one
the teleporter?
fabricator. It can't do
it's
anything.
gone.
It's
been
already
taken
dead. I think this
dear.
shows the
Where's the
inexperience
unit
of PAG. They don't quite know what they're doing because they've never had to do this before. They only play 1v1. They've never had to do this before. It's just like they're playing for the first time. Now, someone in chat says waste of nukes. I don't think that's a waste of nukes at all. They managed to break through the anti-nukes, kill a lot of them, and they managed to destroy a lot of stuff at the North Pole. And there's very little stuff that burning has, so destroying a load of stuff that covers like a quarter of the planet is a big thing. And they're gonna have to rebuild that. But we have orbital radars over the desert planet as well. Let's take a look at Burning's point of view. They see one of the commanders, one of their radars did get taken care of, but they have great intel on what's going on.
Oh, unit cannon drops on the commander.
Oh, yep, unit cannon drops coming in.
They're going to be boom
Straight next to the
again, aren't they?
commander.
Oh, wow. And it damages the nuke launch as well. There's a slammer.
There's a slammer.
Yeah, it's a slammer.
Bomber's coming out though. Oh no.
They didn't even manage to take out the nuke launcher, which is on 100% health, to the point that it's below one. But wow. It was so low on health, it was full.
That is unfortunate.
They need more unit cannons. You can't just do one.
At this
volley
stage of the
12.
game, one unit cannon is not enough unless they're completely unprotected. You need a minimum of 2. But as soon as you start getting 2 or 3 dropped at the same time in the same place, that's really dangerous. It's much harder to stop once you start piling them up. That is really unfortunate. You want to know the other thing they could have done? They could have actually tried to attack the anti-nuke. That would have been an option. Like, take out the anti-nuke, take it from there.
Oh, unit cannon being launched from PAG. What are they going to try and do?
Are they launching?
Well,
Oh yeah, yes they are.
yeah.
Getting launched out here.
So that one's going to go to the ice planet. Possibly using that beachhead they just created, but look at how many umbrellas are up there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so let's see how they fare against these incoming units. Is it just 2 unit cannons worth? Yeah, it's 2 unit cannons worth.
No, it's 3, I think.
Is it? Okay.
I think it's 3.
So great work from Team Burning. First thing they did was send every single engineer they had and rebuilding the anti-nukes, of course, and of course a whole load of umbrellas as well. Let's see what happens as they circle around and get ready to land. But
Here
far
they
too late.
come.
They could have done this immediately after the nuke. They could have done this. Oh, here we go. Umbrellas firing. Oh, and they're shooting them all down before they land. Not
And
even a
they've got
single
the
one
boombots
landed.
there.
Yeah, not even a
I
single
think-
one landed. Great defense.
Yeah, I think at this point it's just a case of who can build more nukes.
No. I think it's a case of who can build the more unit cannons, because anti-nukes are so cheap you can counter nukes quite easily, whereas unit cannons are a bit harder to counter really, especially for PAG who have no anti-orbital right now, and we have 4, 5, 6th actually going up now, unit cannons going up for Burning. I believe in Burning, man. I'm totally cheering for them. I honestly think they can come back and win this game, and I really want them to.
So So I see 1 nuke complete from PAG, 2 nukes complete from PAG, 3 nukes complete from PAG. Any more? 4 almost.
Yeah. They have so many nuke launchers. There's nuke launchers all over. So you can overwhelm with nukes, but anti-nukes are so cheap. They're a fraction of the cost, so it's very easy to defend. The only one advantage they have is that they can put every single nuke in one place and overwhelm the anti-nukes in one small area. That's the only thing they can do.
They just need to make sure that it's on the commander.
Yeah, I agree. That's it. And the one big disadvantage right now for PAG, they have not been scouting. And the biggest important part of orbital games at this late stage of the game is intel. You need to know what they're doing. You need to know where they are. You need to know where their commander is. You need to know what they're planning. Intel is absolutely key, and intel is what wins wars. And that's what Burning have been doing. I've seen multiple times they're sending out, and right now they have the advanced radar satellites directly over their planet, and they're pinging the commanders. They have been non-stop sending their orbital radars over and pinging the commanders, and constantly knowing where those commanders are, if those commanders have moved, where exactly they're placed, what is next to them. They have all the intel they need to pull out the win. And these there's not much orbital for PAG. They haven't been shooting down these advanced radar satellites really quickly, so it gives them more time to get that intel they need.
Can I also point out there's 5 full unit cannons ready, and they know where the commanders are.
Yeah.
So that's just hopefully full of slammers, not boombots. But well, I just heard something happen there. I don't know what. Whether it was a nuke launch or something.
I don't think we see anything launching just yet. Oh, you know what we see?
What do
you want to go look out to the orbital layer and tell me what you see?
I see SXXs.
Yes, we do. We see SSX lasers heading around the sun right now. I think I see 2. I think there's 2. Actually, no, there could definitely be a 3rd or even a 4th behind that as well. There's a lot of SSX lasers coming in. I think they're going to come in for the snipe. Now, of course, there is a small delay once you enter the orbit. You can't fire immediately. But there isn't much orbital defense for PAG, and they are beginning to get in the right location now. Oh, they've just left. They've just left the planet. That's not good.
Oh,
that means there's nothing to protect those commanders.
Oh, lots of
nukes are being launched. Everything is being put out by PAG, but they have to be careful of those SSX coming in and getting another commander kill.
Oh, this is going to be close.
Where are they coming in? Where are they coming in? All of their fighters came in at the North Pole. They're all going to get killed. That was absolutely a waste. Where are their nukes? Are they orbiting right now?
They are orbiting, yep. In come the fabricators. They're going to get absolutely destroyed. Oh my... Why? Why would you land them all there?
Incredibly poor execution there. Incredibly poor execution. So, I don't know what happened to the nukes. I don't think that... did they launch the nukes?
They're just arriving. They're just arriving now.
They're just arriving. I can't see them for some reason.
More anti-nukes. Oh, they all got anti-nukes. Every last one of them.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Was it area, or did they go in one location? Did they go in one location, or was it area attack?
I think it was area.
That's their problem, because there's enough anti-nukes to stop air attack, but not enough to stop a single huge attack in one location.
The SXXs have just arrived on the commander.
Oh yes, they have! Oh, and they're right above the commander. They're going to start firing any second now. The commander is down! Boom!
Oh my
They all fired at the same
goodness.
time, and then they all fired to take him out.
Wow,
and the commander nuke no
goes.
longer destroys orbital units. So these orbital units are fine right now. They're taking a little bit of fire, and they're just going to get straight out of orbit, return home, and come back in for another attack very, very soon.
Oh
now
my goodness.
I hope they went to Arvon, because Arvon is a very short transit time. They can come back immediately.
Yes, they did.
If they went to the other planet, that would have been a huge mistake. Loads of fighters now coming in as reinforcements from the gas giant. Team Burning doing an incredible job, sitting on 6k eco because they have been building eco non-stop. And PAG just literally do not have any eco available to them right now.
It's ridiculous. And PAG have...
we see invasions coming in, whole load of orbital fabbers building up.
And the unit cannon launch
anchors
as well, landing in on all of those nukes. Unfortunately, they're just landing boombots. Why boombots? Why not slammers? Why not something that can last?
Yeah, that's a weird choice. I mean, they're getting slammers and boombots, I think. I'm not sure. Boombots are pretty good. If you want to land boombots on something and kill it, it ends up pretty well. But I don't quite understand how these units are dying.
They're...
Unless it's boombots that are dying as they land.
Yeah.
But it looks like a lot of them... Oh, they're getting shot down by something here. What is this? Is it the umbrella?
No.
There were some projectiles coming out of the umbrella or something, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
But once again, they've sent all of their air units over there, which leaves them vulnerable in other areas. More anchors going up. And this is actually, I think, a great play from Burning. There aren't many umbrellas on the ground, and overwhelmingly, there's very few orbital units. Almost none for PAG. So getting out anchors on their base is awkward, because you can't deal with it, because you don't have anything to deal with it. So getting up just bases of anchors is awkward as hell. It's going to attack your ground units, it's going to attack all your air units, and it's just going to be an awkward thing, a thorn in your side.
Yes. And... Oh wow! I've just realised those SXX have gone back to the gas giant.
Oh no! What a huge mistake! That's an enormous mistake and a huge waste of time.
Although at the same time, there's quite a few on.
We do see more also coming in though. We see a lot of SSX coming in. We see the advanced radars coming in, and a couple of fighters in behind them. Pity the fighters went in a little bit earlier, but no problem.
Yeah, there's also SXXs on Arvon, so it doesn't matter anyway.
No, they did. They sent those SSX that went in on the first night to
Arvon.
They're
the weakened one, yeah.
And they just have more coming in.
My mistake, yeah. They've still got those dancing anti-nukes in the above Arvon here, but yeah, definitely the SXX lasers are the way to go.
Marshall, Team Burning are in control of this game right now. It is absolutely their game. They're the one calling the shots, and PAG is just on the back foot. They're just defensive. They've been aggressive the whole game. They haven't built any defences, so they're vulnerable.
Well, you say that. Look at this commander. How many anti-nukes count to you? How many umbrellas do you...
I don't care. I don't care.
But they can't get an SXX in there.
Okay.
They cannot even think about it.
Right, but... I don't think PAG can break through. I think it's technically feasible that Burning could win. I don't see how PAG's going to win it out.
Oh, God. Not sure I'm going to have energy to cast the rest of this Clan Wars if every game is going to be similar to this one. My goodness me. In comes the next row of SXX.
Yeah.
Above the nuke launchers this time, so they're going to take out all the nukes.
What a weird choice. What are they doing here, and why? Yeah.
Down it goes.
They're destroying some stuff here, but not worth at all. Just a complete waste of those SSX.
Well, they're going to stay alive, so...
They lost 2 of them already.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just... Well, I think you're right. They were going for the nukes, but why? Just why? Yeah, a bit of a wasted attack. I mean, in this stage, they have so many units that you can't... Oh, wow, look at all those nukes! Look at those 5 nukes! 6 nukes! 6 nukes from PAG coming in at the SSX! What? And they're coming in at the ground! They just nuked themselves! They just nuked themselves! They're fucking panicking! They're panicking! They were like, oh my god, panic! Salt the earth! Destroy everything! We won't let them kill us, we'll do it ourselves! What the hell? All 6 nukes! And now, what Burning can do is, Burning can intentionally troll and trash talk to put them even more on tilt. Oh dear.
Oh, this game has been going now for 50 minutes.
Yeah. So PAG has regressed quite far now. They've basically gone back to beginners at the game who are like, you know, what is a fabber? How do I build? I can't even. Are they still building units? I really hope they stopped building ground units.
No,
they're still... No, they paused their factories. They paused their factories. They're sitting there, but they paused the factories. Thank God. Because at this stage, obviously, there's nothing you can do with your ground units. You can't get a teleporter down. There's nothing you can do with them. They're just going to slow the game down.
It's really difficult at this point because...
Oh, more SSX coming in.
My God. And
unit cannons. Yeah, so... absolute...
PAG have...
Oh, they're going to concede.
They're conceding their comms.
Wait, that one comm went down. I need to go through the chronocam and find out what happened there. It did look like Oh, my chronocam's not showing. Have you got a chronocam?
Let me have a look.
My chronocam's invisible. It's like
No, my chronocam's doing it as well.
That really sucks. It looked like they killed him. I don't see why they would concede there. So unit cannons now dropping down. SSX coming out.
Oh my goodness! There's so many units flying around.
And can we just take a second to say performance is actually pretty good, all things considered, compared to how it has been?
Yes, yeah, agreed. Oh my goodness.
Oh god, spreading out, looking ugly. But there, oh my gosh, look at all those units. The umbrellas crushed. Unit cannons coming in trying to do damage. I don't think much damage got actually done by that attack, but how many commanders? Yeah, the commander did go down, but how many commanders do we have left? I see
we have one burning. We have a PAG commander here.
Yeah, I see that one.
Double ping. And where's the other one?
I mean, 2 commanders definitely been killed. Was that the 3rd one? Do they have one commander? One commander left? What is going on?
What?
This game.
I don't even know. I do not even. All I know is I'm going to need some form of energy bar afterwards.
Indeed. More SSX coming in. Tons of orbital fighters. Orbital fighters at this stage aren't going to do too much apart from get rid of the opponent's Avengers.
Oh, it's just... I'm going to have a quick look at that gas giant. It's like a pink Pop-Tart now.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, Nuke's coming in!
Mistake.
Oh, and Nuke's getting shot down. Anti-Nukes doing their work there. Oh, all the nukes are coming in. All the anti-nukes are going down. All the nukes are coming in. Oh, the anti-nukes are nearly depleted. Holy crap, the anti-nukes are nearly depleted. What is actually left here? What's left? We see 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, these are in progress. They're not even finished. Oh, there's no anti-nukes left. They have no anti-nukes. Oh my gosh, they depleted every anti-nuke but couldn't quite finish it. So close.
It's unbelievable.
I think if they knew, they'd be going mad right now. Because you could just put all your engineers on one more nuke and power it out. They've got their engineers currently spread out across all the nukes so that they can launch them all at the same time. Oh, here we go. Big unit cannon launch.
Oh, damn. Incoming SXX as well. Oh my giddy goodness gracious me. What
oh
is
no, the
this?
commanders are the Pelican! Oh, they're so cheap! They are so cheap! They put the commander in a Pelican, the SSX is here! Oh, the SSX is going to shoot the Pelican!
No, it's not!
Oh, they got shot down!
No.
The umbrella's too strong!
Why are we needlessly extending the game?
Why have they not moved the commander somewhere a little bit safer than an impending invasion? This is so bad. It's okay, Marshall. We'll be alright.
Unit cannons landing in on the power generator field on the other side. Oh my god, they just don't have the AA to take care of this. They don't have the unit capacity to take it.
They've just lost all of those orbital units. They all got shot down by those very nasty set of umbrellas. Oh, ping goes down from burning. They do see the commander using their advanced radar, and they now know what PAG are doing. And I'm gonna poke Quitch. We may need a judge's decision on this game at some point.
It's like in the style of Robot Wars, damage control, style and aggression, or whatever it was. Oh my goodness.
Is Elidea trolling right now? Because it is working for burning, but I don't know whether he's kind of joking around because they've now got the commander in like essentially unkillable state.
Oh my god.
Wait, have they landed him again? Am I crazy?
Nope, they're just sitting.
Oh, they're just sitting above that place.
Oh,
the SSX!
The SSX is there!
Please kill it! Please! The umbrellas are firing like crazy to kill those SSX, and the commander. Oh god! This game.
Come on.
What is it?
Oh, I don't even know.
Wow. I'm shocked they're still keeping this commander here. If I was them, why would you not put the commander somewhere different? But look at the intel right now. They still have all of these orbital radars all over the planet, even though we're at this stage of the game. They have vision of this planet. So what can we do at this stage? I mean, you can get orbital fabbers to reclaim. You can get orbital fabbers to build anchors to shoot, but yeah, Elideo is trolling. Chase me down. So I'm gonna appeal to Quitch, who will make a decision right now. I think Pag is using a borderline exploit, which is a problem with the game that needs to be patched and fixed, i.e. that you can put a commander in a Pelican and never lose. And I think Burning have the advantage and can win this game. I think I would probably award a win to Burning if Pag are just going to try and extend it. If Pag can do something, if they can make a move, if they can do something to win the game, that's fine, but they're not doing anything. They're currently just dragging it out.
All it would take for Pag is to just get all their production on nukes. Every last bit of it. They know they can defend against orbital stuff. If they got every ounce of their production on nukes and then sent them all into a dense carpet nuke on Arvon, they could get through. But they're not doing that. Instead, they intend to defend.
What is this? Oh, they're building Halleys! They're building Halleys, Marshall!
What?
They're building Halleys!
Why?
Holy shit!
Oh yes, because if they get the commander to transition to the gas
no, Marshall,
giant,
it's not a good idea. It seems like a good idea. No, Marshall, it's horrible. It's a horrible idea, Marshall. It's not gonna work, Marshall. It's not gonna work.
Get a hold of yourself. Listen to me, okay?
Okay, and then I'll explain why you're wrong. You go ahead. You tell me about this brilliant idea.
Burning in the last second gets their commander to go to the
yes,
giant,
easy.
Right?
They can move it to the gas giant right now, no problem. But what about if they move their commander and the impact misses? Then what? Then they have nothing. Then it's GG.
But the thing is, the planet is like right next to it. Or they hold on, where is the Pelican?
Yeah, but they'll need to find the commander using intel, and then they'll need to crash on where he is and hope they don't move it out of the impact zone. So they I mean, it's a small planet. They're gonna have to do a skill shot to make it.
The commander is stuck in the goddamn Pelican. Oh god, this is frustrating me now. Is all I can say.
Right, I'm going to keep it in the pip for when it launches, which will no doubt be pretty soon. In fact, let's take a check. How far are we through that Halley? Is it completed? Yeah, it's completed. Oh dear.
Why?
So honestly, I think it's a bad idea. There's a very good chance that they'll miss, and if they do miss, then they have no ground. They have literally no ground control. The only thing they have is orbital on the gas giant, and they have no nukes, of course. So then I think they can't win, because the only thing they'll be able to do is orbital snipe, which can be defended against, and then eventually the nukes. So the one mistake Pag has made is, I mentioned this about half an hour ago, they could have nuked Ravona. They could have nuked Ravona and killed off the eco a long time ago. Those nukes could be taken down, all of those income.
Oh my god.
I don't know what to think of this, Marshall. I don't know what to think.
I don't even know anymore.
We can still snipe. Like, remember we can do unit cannons of anti-air units, right? It takes one shot, I think, from an anti-air, possibly two, maybe one, to take down the commander in a Pelican. Pings go out. Commander's been spotted.
He's still in the Pelican, though.
So this is the other thing from Pag. They need to not lose attention for a second. If you lose attention for a second and suddenly notice that there's a load of orbital coming in, or there's a load of unit cannons coming in, and you don't move the commander in time, then you could lose. So they really need to pay attention. If they miss it, then it could be GG for them.
Oh my god. It's so tricky to...
Oh, activity occurring, a lot of nukes. About 10 nukes have just been launched, and in they come. Oh, the commander moving, the nukes coming in! Oh, there's enough anti-nukes. I think there is just enough anti-nukes. And you see what I mean, the commander's already got away. Unfortunately, the nukes weren't timed precisely the same. Those nukes are coming in from orbit. Anti-nukes being fired. I think there's just enough anti-nukes to defend again.
Yeah. That's it. It's... Oh, God. I just asked Quitch what the call was and he said, "We keep going."
Yes! We're working like dogs. It doesn't matter that it took 20 minutes to pass the last 5 minutes in game. You keep going.
I don't...
Oh dear. What are we on? Client 15 FPS, server 1 FPS, sim at 4 FPS. The game's performance, it's really not doing too badly considering how many units and how much stuff is going on in this game. I remember before that you'd get to this stage and the game would just stop moving.
It's... more nukes. I don't even...
I mean, what can they do right now? They can either send in every nuke in one location, which is what they tried to do. They are actually have enough anti-nukes to stop it, and they move the commander anyway. So that option's basically out the window. They can't really send in SSX, because there's enough umbrellas that they kill them before the SSX can actually fire on the commander. I feel the only option right now is unit cannons, and hope that you land some anti-air next to the commander and shoot his bloody pelican. Oh, nuke successfully launches, actually overwhelms the anti-nukes there because they were all being built.
Damn.
That destroys a lot of anti-nukes and some umbrellas and leaves a bit of bare space on that planet.
No, it's not bare enough, those umbrellas.
It's not a huge win, but it is a win. It is a win.
It's so easy to rebuild though.
How many fabbers do we have though? Like
in the army tab,
90,
fabbers,
yeah.
92 to 100.
Wow, look at the nukes being launched. I think this is time to check Arvon because they're launching a lot of nukes. They have been really powering them out. The one thing at this stage is it's hard to control, like to get every nuke launcher that has nukes.
P-gens. All of the P-gens.
Oh, that's a lovely strike. Oh wow.
Too dense. They probably could have taken out more P-gens.
Maybe. I think they were worried about anti-nukes. I don't think that's such a huge mistake. But we're still on 400k power for PAG. Where are they getting their power from right now? Because I don't see many power gens on their planet. Where's their power coming from? I'm confused,
4k?
Marshall.
They're at 2k. Oh no.
No.
Wait.
360k power.
Yeah, whoops. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. They have like this entire line of P-gens.
Yeah, which accounts for about 70k.
And they have this P-gen here.
Oh yeah, they got a few lines about. So, I guess this is an option from burning, right? Kill the power. If you kill the power, it's very hard to build anything. Yeah, but they can't rebuild then, and they can't build their nukes, and they can't build their anti-nukes.
Orbital fabbers
at the moment, we're talking grinding, aren't we? We're just grinding. Yeah. We're trying to do any damage that is mildly lasting. Invasion coming in from burning got fabbers here getting up anchors, and there's no umbrellas directly where they've chosen, so obviously a great location here. Getting up a... Oh, we see the GG's called by clocks. They may concede this game. I think they realise they can't do anything, and eventually Burning will win by attrition because they are slowly winning out and slowly doing lasting damage to PAG.
There's the commander who's just been suicided. That's the end of this game.
Wow.
Holy moly, goodness gracious, hippity doodah, what's it? I don't even know what to say in response to that game. I just... Can we cut to a commercial break?
Yeah, pretty intense. Okay,
Oh
so
my goodness.
GG, I want to say excellent play from Team Burning. They were really in a very dire situation, but they played a really, really good game. And they had a great knowledge and great teamwork in the orbital stage, and a lot of inexperience there by Pag causes them to lose. Good game. That was Burning versus Pag on the Burning Home system. Stay tuned and we'll be back with more games from Clan Wars soon. And there we go. Welcome back, everybody. Just a short break there for us to take a breath and get our standings. What an excellent game. And we're joined here by Mish and Klops to talk a little bit about that very long game we've just been.
G'day.
So,
How's it going?
G'day. Are you mad, Klops? I'm thinking you might be a little bit mad.
I wouldn't say. I'm just really fed up.
Yeah.
It's just such a boring game when it gets to that stage.
It was quite the grind.
It's just the start's really fun, and then once they went off the planet, the game just slows down, and it's just really hard and not fun to play for me, anyhow. So that's probably why I play 1v1s all the time.
Yeah, it was. It looked difficult. It must have been very hard in the last sort of 20-30 minutes, just getting your head around it and trying to control everything. It gets to a real pain.
Yeah, and I think the lads are saying you can't even I'm pretty sure we were doing fine at the beginning, and then the lads said you can't nuke a gas giant. So then I was like,
you can nuke the units, you can't nuke the gas giant. If that makes sense.
I'm pretty sure I've tried and it doesn't work though. Really? I must admit, yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know, but yeah. So once we couldn't do that, then it was game over. There was nothing we could do.
Yeah.
I suppose it's just a matter of time before they just outproduced us.
Yeah, it's pretty weird seeing them with so little actual ground on one small planet. But controlling that gas giant seemed to really... At one point when they should have been dead, they had enough eco to survive, and then enough eco to actually keep up with you for a long time due to all that eco from the gas giant. I think that was what really kept them in it.
Yeah, I thought we'd get them before they could get eco like that up, but I was wrong. It felt like we were way ahead at the beginning.
Yeah, it was an interesting strategy. If we go way back to the very beginning, you guys went 3-1 with 3 on the smaller moon.
It was quite confusing initially. They were like, "Where's the other base on the main planet?"
We were all confused. We were all confused. Yeah, Neptunio had a problem, so I was left on the planet on my own. But it was
You did
okay.
a good job, Clubs. You did a
It
good
worked
job.
out alright.
Yeah, you did a really great job on that planet.
But
We're like, yeah, we can lock him down for sure, but it didn't happen. Eh?
Yeah.
Klops, if you want to poke your teammates, the next lobby is hosted.
okay, I'll do that in 1 second.
And Marshall, it's also open for you as well.
Which one are we up to now? I think I might have lost track.
We're currently on Colt versus Pag.
Below your next
Okay.
game's up, right? Sorry. Cut it in.
And we're going to be playing on Colt's home system again.
Indeed.
So we'll see how you fare. So, Mish, I think you did a great job in the orbital game. There was a lot of points where I was thinking, you know, maybe they can do this, maybe they can do that, maybe they can break through. And you, in general, you were making all the right decisions and making all the right plays. And even in a bad situation, you were managing to do very well of actually bringing the fight back to them.
Yeah, there's some very nice decision making from the rest of the team. Eh?
So you did a great job. And
very nice micro on that gas giant initially.
You want to talk a little bit about the gas giant, because that was a really critical pillar of the reasons that you won that game. You expanded there very early, didn't you? I mean, you initially went to the ice planet, dropped a teleporter, and then moved immediately over to that gas giant to try and get a foothold.
Yeah, we were kind of thinking about ideas, and we're like, oh, we could just put one Fabra on an orbital and see how that goes. We were on the lookout for like orbital cheese from Peg, so we were like, we're gonna
Orbital
get rid
cheese,
of it real quick. We thought Peg was gonna play like a really wonky game to try and throw us off.
Well, I mean, how did it feel for you, like, towards the end? Were you guys, like, also really flagging? Because, you know...
Oh, we were pretty
Late
shy.
game.
Every now and again we'd do something, try and keep our feathers busy. Just that kind of thing. Look for weak points on the main planet.
And you did an excellent job with intel as well. I think it was one of the biggest things that you did, like...
Oh, yeah, man, Elite was all over that intel, bro.
Yeah, you sent so many orbital radars over there. Almost every
It takes
time I
quite
look...
a lot to kill an advanced orbital radar, which is...
Yeah, it's not quick to kill it, is it? You need a decent amount of Avengers. And every time I looked over that planet, you always had an orbital radar over there, getting some very useful intel for yourself. And I think that's really key in orbital wars like that.
That was pretty key. We
How
were
you
quite
doing?
surprised when we started killing those commanders.
Yeah, it was slow work at first, but you managed to slowly start picking them off, didn't you?
Because we were pretty sure we were gonna die, eh?
But that commander in amongst the anti-nukes, he... you sent down 10 nukes, roughly, and every single one got shot down, but you depleted every single anti-nuke.
Yeah.
It was so close when you just need one more nuke and you would have broken through. It's so tragic.
It was annoying, we couldn't select all our nukes on our planet to send them all at once. Because the curvature when you try and select them all, it's kind
Yeah, you're also quite unlucky with those anti-nukes that just... They didn't save you. You got nuked a couple times when you're anti-nukes.
We had like 3 anti-nukes like just flying around in our atmosphere.
Yeah, that was so
They'd gone to
unfortunate.
shoot, but they were a bit late.
Yeah, it
It's
seemed
quite
like-
impressive how much range those nukes had when they landed on our planet.
Yeah, when they were at the north, it was like, yeah, that's almost a third of the planet that's just been vaporized.
Took out quite a bit.
Yeah. Definitely not to be sniffed at.